So, I know some pretty outstanding and exceptional humans. I feel so fortunate every day to be part of humanity. And no matter how outstanding, no matter how exceptional, no matter how focused the mindset can be, there are always those points in time where discernment, knowing what the most helpful choice of action is or what the most helpful thought is, can become a challenge. And it becomes a challenge because we are made up of a dual world. We're made up of polar opposites. Everywhere you look, absolutely everything that is made into manifestation has a dark side and a light side. It has a good side and a bad side. Everything, absolutely everything, has these opposing qualities. Interesting term too, right? Opposing qualities. Because often in discernment, we want to have the most helpful choice of action or thought because we want our discerning nature to choose that which is going to bring about the most equanimity, the most stability, the most long-term gain, I'm sure, for all involved. But what is a good human to do? A concerned human to do when absolutely everything is brought into being based on opposites? Well, it's like this. It's like riding a bicycle. To learn to ride the bicycle, you have to take into account that you might fall this way or that. It's finding that sweet spot right in the middle, that place where we call balance, but really what it is it's a stability that's been found. A stability in the body, a stability in the focus, and a stability in the place where one is finding what appears to be balance. I like the word stability because stable implies that the discerning mind recognizes that there's this, that, and the other. And the truth is that there's always a reality, a new reality that is seeking to make its way through. Something else seeking to be seen or known. And that's what we refer to as wisdom. So how do we find that place of wisdom? How do we move into that, especially if we have a real vested interest in one way or the other, or goodness gracious, dealing with our biases, family beliefs, programming, what people want you to do, how they want you to be. What is one to do? And what I've learned is that there are very specific strategies that can support us. They're not short-term answers. But it all begins with the ability to see reality exactly as it is. Not optimistically, not pessimistically, but the ability to find that sweet spot, like riding the bike, where I'm no longer talking about riding a bike. I'm no longer thinking about what it's like to ride a bike. I'm just riding the bike. That sweet spot, that's not optimism. It's not negativity. It's being in full experience of the now moment, right here, right now. Riding the bike, man, like right in the sweet spot of the ever-present, powerful now. I'm not pulled one way or the other. You can refer to my earlier video on mental fitness. But it's that place of full clarity, full ability to see how it really is, what's really going on. That's the experience of riding the bike, of being in that space, of the pure present. And in that space, we then must learn acceptance. Acceptance of what we see. What starts to get in the way is that we have something called afflictions of mind. I'll do another video on that, probably tomorrow. Afflictions of mind, they are anything but acceptance. They're exactly the opposite of acceptance. And I say it smiling and a little bit of laughter like this because sometimes I like to pretend like I'm accepting, but I'm not really. I'm just in the midst of relieving the tension. Almost like somebody just get behind me on this bike and push me for a minute so I can just feel it for a sec, you know? Just sort of relieving that tension for a while. Because my attention is scattered. My attention is having great difficulty with really accepting what I've seen. To see the things as they really are is true self-awareness that lies beyond cognitive awareness. Then from there, we must learn what it means to accept what is. Wow, I say this with deep mercy too, because it's required that we learn empathy and mercy to really know. Not so much to really know, to really hold the space of full acceptance. What would it mean? What would it mean if just today you said, you know, I'm going to just accept everything as it is, just for today. This is a loving message from Padma, a truly compassionate message of having such deep empathy that I know the challenges of these things personally. This is why I do what I do, is to be able to be fully in a space of absolute awareness, not from an optimistic or pessimistic view, but seeing as it is with full acceptance and mercy. Then from there, you can toss in a dash of acceptance. Namaste.